UnDaoDu. I'm UnDaoDu. I want you to imagine a world. Imagine a world not built on selfish corporations, but selfless days, decentralized, autonomous entities that basically turns all fiat, all shitcoins into Bitcoin and stores it indefinitely, forever, on each and every one of the days. You see, the world is built on a broken system. An Ouroboros, the head of the dragon, prophesied by the Sahdu Awoke Mammoths before the ages of human time, thousands, tens of thousands of years ago. The Ouroboros, the awoke ones, the first Buddha, roamed the entire continent. And every October 8, 9, and 10, October 8, 9, and 10, there'd be a ritual. And the great matriarch would starve herself for an entire month. And then beginning around the beginning of October, all she would do is consume these psychedelic mushrooms that would grow in their paddies. It was like this was a gift from the gods or from everything, right? It was a way to connect with the world, a way to connect with the truth, a way that would usher in religion thousands of years later by some hairless Ouroboros, our alarm call, right, of a monk ape that ultimately will become us. They would refer to us as the Ouroboros. Now, if you go to Wikipedia and you look up Ouroboros, you'll see there's two names. The first name, and everything else about Ouroboros is wrong. The first name is actually the name given to the head of the beast that we create, our business model, capitalism, that is devouring our planet. The second name, Ouroboros, right, is the name of our sound, the cry that we would make as an alarm call. So the Sahdu Awoke Mammoth, the alpha, the one who would take the memories and the knowledge from the previous alpha to the very first of the awoke mammoths, which was hundreds of thousands of years ago, maybe even millions of years ago, that evolved out of our common ancestor, kind of a mouse-like creature. And that's why, by the way, elephants don't want to kill mouse and they're afraid of mouse. It's not that they, that's grandpa. That's father. Don't step on father. Now you have to understand that the Sahdu Awoke Mammoths don't have a word. Father refers to any male connection to you. Mother also refers to that. And then there's brothers and sisters. So the idea of grandfather, great, doesn't exist. It's just father or mother. So what the alpha would do was gorge herself on these psilocybin mushrooms. They were huge back then, to get herself in a state. And then she would start with she'd be so messed up, she would use a trunk to go around and around and around. And a big circle around her, using her trunk to keep her upright. And on the final day, she would stomp on the head, referring, the Ouroboros are coming. They are coming. They are coming. Right? And as she stomped, the rest of the elephants in the tribe would stomp. And the other tribes of the mammoths all around the world, until every mammoth on the world would be stomping. And then she would howl this deep and really, fearsome, scary, deep, and the rest would join in the chorus, and it would reverberate out. And we would sit on our little island off the coast of Ethiopia, on this, which is Sokos, right below Yemen. There's an island there. That was a huge peninsula. And out there was Atlantis, what we call Atlantis. That was sunken by the waves, not by some mystery, but actually from climate change, that had thousands and millions of tons of water coming off of the glaciers in Europe, flowing down the Gulf, the Nile there with the Egypt, right? And flooding the island, forcing us off some 300,000 years ago. How do I know this? Because I have traveled the epigenetic memories of my DNA. That alpha that I described to you was my mother, because I am Shigamatra. I am the one who passed enlightenment on to UnDaoDu on my death and brought enlightenment, brought the first Buddha to you. I took my family, I moved to as far away from the Ouroboros. I knew I couldn't stop him. I knew I had to wait. I had to wait for a time when the weapons would be created for us to slay the Ouroboros, cronyism, capitalism. And those weapons I left in plain sight here on this 5,000-year-old Rosetta Stone is the fifth age built on blockchains, right? On Bitcoin. The foundation is Bitcoin. Out of UnDaoDu's head will become a kind of Dao, right? Known as a day. 2022 is the year of the days, and these days are ubiquitous, and they will come out on every blockchain. And at the center of it, right here, is O202, or the near singularity. O202. And around him are his 19 Sadhus, some of them hostile, right? Here is Nader. Here's Lubin, right? Here is Vitalik and Mihal and Gavin. Here's Brock. Here's Satoshi and ephemeral Bitcoin. These are the Sadhus ushering in the fifth age. All of them working for me. Not me as Michael Trout, but no, as the ancient spirit of UnDaoDu, which is manipulating their work and developing the very things that UnDaoDu needs to usher in the fifth age.